Hello, team. Welcome to this week's weekly sales meeting. This is a special edition as we're coming up on Thanksgiving. So very grateful for everybody to be part of this meeting. We've got an incredible lineup that I'm excited to introduce here shortly. But want to get started and talk about the mindset that everybody tends to have this time of the year as we head into the final stage of the year. A lot of people tend to really start thinking about their resolutions, start thinking about what they're going to do in 2024. And there's a mindset of like, hey, I'm going to start doing something later. And really, the mindset that we've adopted here and the mindset that I personally adopted for a long time is understanding that I would rather be a month early than a minute late. To me, it's like, I don't need to wait till January 1st to start, if my resolution is to eat healthier, or my resolution is to be a better, loan officer, or to be a better executive, or whatever those things are. I don't need to wait till January 1st to actually start executing on it. If I make the decision, if this is my goal, I'm going to start right now. I'm going to start growing now. I'm going to start getting better right now. I'm going to start doing the things I need to do to be better. I don't need to wait a month. And this mindset is not applicable on December 20th or 28th or December 28th or January 1st. It's applicable all the time. We're going to do this now. We're going to start getting better right now. We're going to start being in growth mode right now. Every single thing that we do, having the conversations that we're going to have. I used to send a message to somebody, and if they didn't respond, I would just take the mindset they weren't interested. Now I send a message to somebody. If I'm prospecting, if I'm recruiting, I follow up. Hey, listen, I want to make sure you got this message. I want to make sure this is the right number. Is this it? You know what happens every single time? The person that didn't respond the first time, they respond the second time. Even if they're responding to say, hey, not interested, they respond the second time, okay? It shows it's not automated. It shows I didn't outsource it. And that little bit of an adjustment, that little bit of getting better is a reflection of, hey, I want to do a better job converting next year. I want to do a better job getting the right people on our bus next year. I want to do a better job recruiting. So I don't need to go ahead and wait till January 1st to start making incremental adjustments. I'm going to do it today. I'm going to spend my time better today. I'm going to invest in the right people today. And that's what we're doing across the board is we're getting intentional. We're making sure we're thinking about things, not about where we want to be in 2024, because that's a destination. We're thinking about what we need to do today to get to where we want to be in 2024. So mindset here is act now. Don't let December be the month that you're preparing for 2024. Be December the month that you got a head start on 2024. You got a head start on where you want to go and what you want to do. You had the meetings with the real estate agents you want to have meetings with. You had the conversations with your team members to get them aligned with executing on the things they need to be doing daily and weekly. You had the conversations with your operations team to make sure we have better continuity and we're working together and we have each other's backs. Do those things now. There's no time like now to get ready for where you're going, to be prepared to actually execute on those goals. So on that note, I want to talk about alignment. This is a big thing. I sent an email out to the whole organization this morning, and this is a big one. This is really important that we talk about it because at the end of the day, alignment and misalignment are very clear when they happen. When you're aligned, everybody is rowing in the same direction. Everybody understands what's happening, when it's happening, why it's happening, because it's been communicated. They understand what's happening. They understand, why we market a certain way. They understand why we communicate a certain way. They understand why we do our weekly updates. There's alignment. When there's misalignment, people ask questions about the things that we're doing. Hey, I got a bunch of communications about marketing things that we've done and communications we've sent out through our CRM on behalf of our loan officers to their partners or to their customers. And when there's misalignment, there's distrust. Oh, I don't know why this is going out. I want to approve everything. I need to make sure that I hit send on that email for it to go out. That's where there's misalignment. And the misalignment doesn't start at the tactical level. It doesn't start at the doing. It's not an email automation or an experience event. It's about trust. It's about core values. It's about alignment on what we're doing here as a team. So when we think about these things, and as I shared in the email today, it's if we don't have alignment on the core values, relationships, not transactions, experiences, everything, own the moment, create strong communities, and get better every day. If we don't have alignment on those things, we won't be able to connect the dots on what's happening with why it's happening. Okay, hey, this email went out to my agent on my behalf. It looks like we're promoting a realtor training, but it's not my realtor training, it's our company realtor training. If we don't have alignment on the values, you might sit there and be like, wait, is the company trying to solicit or advertise to my realtor to go to somebody else's training? Or is the company on my behalf sharing this value that we provide to our partners as a part of our unified value proposition and what we're doing. That's where the alignment says, oh, create strong communities. Jay and Patton are putting together this value as a part of our community to help add that value to our agents so we're stronger, better together. Okay, that's where I start saying I connect the dots on the values. Okay, and then all of a sudden you start looking at other things. It's like, hey, I had a realtor receive an email from UMortgage, but not from UMortgage, from me, from our CRM at UMortgage, that resulted in that realtor calling me and having a conversation about Agent Connect. Well, I don't want this email going out to the agent is misalignment. What we have to sit there and say is, hey, I got an agent to call me. Oh man, relationships, not transactions. Okay, I'm reaching out to an agent with Agent Connect, which is a value proposition to talk about something we're trying to add value to their business. We're not asking about loans. We're not asking for referrals. We're actually talking about value, and they're calling me because they see the value in it and they want to talk about it. Okay, relationships, not transactions tells me we're trying to build relationships here. We're trying to talk about value. We're trying to talk about something other than transactions. So when we start connecting the dots on what we're doing with why we're doing it, all of us start rowing in the same direction. All of us start seeing, oh man, like this is why these things happen. This is why I put my data in the database clearly. This is why that marketing team that did such an amazing job at Winners Win and is building such a great brand, and the head of the marketing team's been recognized by the industry as one of the best leaders in the industry. Like, this is the why behind it, okay? They're working hard for me, they're working hard for us, and it aligns with our values, and then we're all on the same team. So alignment is key, everybody. It's very important. As we go into Thanksgiving, we want to think about alignment. We want to think about experiences, everything. We want to think about get better every day. We want to think about the doing that we do every single day and how it aligns with our why. So Thanksgiving is a special time. It's one of my favorite holidays. I love the food, love the people, love being around my family. But more than anything, it's an opportunity to think about what I'm thankful for. And I'm thankful for obviously all of you, but I'm thankful for our values. I'm thankful for our alignment. And we want to get more aligned as we head here into the end of the year. We're going to focus on how we share those values and everything that we're doing every single day. So I'm going to hand it off and I'll be back shortly.
What's going on, everybody? It's David Koch with UMortgage here in Chicagoland, and today I have been tasked to talk about the Level Up Sales Coaching Program. I've been a part of Level Up for this past year, and I want to talk about all the things and all the improvements to my business that I've seen from being a part of the program. Shout out to Jay Bunty, best coach on the planet. So, first question I want to answer is, why is it so important to be coachable and willing to learn? The reason it's so important is because we don't know what we don't know. And that's often the greatest danger that we have in life, in business. We need someone to continually help us to get us to be better. If you're not growing, you're atrophying. Like you're dying. It's one or the other. We don't stay stagnant. There's nothing stays stagnant in life, right? So if you're not growing, you're contracting, right? Tiger Woods, at the height of his powers, had a coach to help him with his golf swing. The greatest teams in NBA history all had a head coach. They didn't operate with a player coach. No, they had a coach to bring them together and bring them towards a goal to get them to do what they needed to do to succeed. The biggest thing that I've probably learned from Level Up is just the level of consistency in daily activity and action. Before Level Up, I always thought that I was busy. I always had an idea that, like, I know I'm doing the right things, but I had no idea of whether I was doing enough of them. I wasn't getting granular in the day-to-day activities for what I need to do. I'm making phone calls, but am I making enough phone calls? I'm posting online, but am I posting enough online? I'm having appointments, but am I having enough appointments in order to guarantee, more than just wishful thinking, but guarantee that I am going to hit the goals that I set for myself and the reasons why I came here to UMortgage. In doing those things, being committed to those activities, I have seen my business grow. Just this morning, before this call, I took a look at my numbers. I took a look from the same period last year to this year, from May 2022 to October 2022, and then from May to October this year. And I realized that I've funded more than $1 million in funded production purely and simply, I know, from being committed to the Level Up Sales Coaching platform, program, and being consistent in the activities. So my call to action to you, if you're already in the coaching program, get everything that you can out of it. Pester your coaches, ask them questions, lean on your teammates, get motivated to finish the rest of the year strong. And if you're not already involved in Level Up Coaching, reach out to your director of coaching, Sam Abazari, to get involved and have him dig into your business and find opportunities. I definitely know I will, and I'll see you there at the mountaintop. Thanks, guys.
Hey everybody, Brian Cardenas here in sunny Scottsdale, Arizona. I am honored to be back on the weekly sales meeting. And today I'm going to talk about building new agent relationships with the Agent Connect program. Now, we all know that being able to refer fully pre-approved buyers to real estate agents is a game changer. But how do we get to that point of being able to have that conversation with an agent you've never worked with before? Well, I'm going to talk about 2 ways that I've started doing that, as well as how I'm building that relationship beyond just Agent Connect. So the first challenge we have is being different than every other lender that's come out of the woodworks, begging realtors to give them a shot with their next buyer because they're going to be available 24/7, they've got great rates, they're going to close fast, blah, blah, blah. Realtors, especially the ones that are doing any business, are getting asked to coffee and lunch constantly. Now, they don't really want to gain weight and get overstimulated, so they don't want to take those meetings. So I decided to take a different approach. Now, the first thing I did was I set them up on an email drip campaign. And in these emails, I try to get their attention quickly with a really good hook. I acknowledge what they don't want to hear from lenders, and I'm just straight with them about what I'm looking for and why this program is great. I've already had 3 agents respond to those emails and got set up on the webinar. In addition to the emails, I connect with them on social and I start to like and comment on their posts as well. Then I send them a short video message via Facebook Messenger. And in this video, I quickly tell them that I have pre-approved buyers I need to refer to great agents, and from my research and asking around, they seem like a great agent. I tell them I'm not asking them to coffee or lunch. I'm just asking for a quick 10-minute conversation to give them the details of the program. I literally just got off the phone call with one of those agents who got my message. She's set up on the webinar today. She loves what she's heard so far. And her DM back to me after my video message was, "Thank you for not being annoying." That's what we're dealing with out there. Agents are getting annoyed with all the calls from lenders. We need to get to the point quickly in our outreach. We need to be confident that we have something unique and have a small ask, just a 10-minute phone call. And on that call, I'm real. I explain what we have. I make sure to tell them that you're just looking for great agents who can appreciate the value of a real partnership. Now, my second approach, I just started this last week, was I met with a great escrow officer of mine and her marketing rep to explain the program and how they can use it to bring value to their best realtors or realtors that they're trying to build a relationship with. They can make the introductions to me as part of their value add to their agents, and then hopefully they'll be able to get the escrows on the deals that we close with our Agent Connect buyers and agents. Now, they set up a calling session for the 2 of them to call their top agents and any agents that they want to do business with. They did their first calling session for an hour on Friday and connected me with 3 agents already, 2 of which I've already spoken with, got them registered for the webinar today, and the one-on-ones already set up with them. And this has been fantastic because I'm leveraging the triangle of trust that Sam's always talking about to have a much easier time with that first conversation. Then at our one-on-one appointment, I'm introducing the Coaching with Renee, the Arrive Realtor portal, and USafe and Home Scout as our tech tools that we're using with Agent Connect, but also to help them build their business outside of Agent Connect. This allows me to set up the next meeting to get them set up on those platforms, and then the next meeting to show them how to use them to mine their database and sphere of influence. It's all about setting up the next appointment. If you want to know more details about how I'm doing this outreach and how to build new relationships with agents, tune into the Daily Sales Huddle today at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 Pacific. I'm going to go into some more details on this with Chris Natchke, and I'll be giving you some takeaways that you guys can use right away to grow your realtor network.
Hello, my name is Charri Albrecht, and I'm the Senior VP of Operations here at UMortgage. And I wanted to take a moment to go over a few things that we have implemented that have put that relationship feel back into the mortgage industry. The first thing would be a proper out-of-office policy. If you don't have one, then to be honest, you won't know when people are out, when your processors are out. Your borrowers will be frustrated, and it slows the whole process down. So we have a very structured out-of-office policy where the communication goes out to the loan officers by me every Monday, and then it's structured within the pods. So you have your out-of-office put on, you have your person that's going to be covering you, and we're making sure that this is done 2 to 3 days prior to a processor, closer, or loan coordinator being out of the office. The second thing that we implemented was removing the round robin process. For those of you that don't know what that is, you'll see it at a lot of places, but it's for a load balancing of mortgage files. And what that does is it will balance the files out. So when a loan comes in, it will turn and go just to the next person in line. The problem with that is there is no relationship being built between the processor and the loan originator. And a big part of making sure that a loan goes smoothly with the borrower is making sure that your inside staff, your operations staff, has a relationship with your loan origination staff. If you're constantly having to work with someone new, it can be very stressful. It can be stressful for the borrower as well as the loan officer. So we put that back to where each branch has an assigned processor or pod, and they can make those relationships, build them, and just make the whole experience that much better for the borrowers. And, one of the biggest things for me coming here was it's relationships, not transactions. So my mentality in regards to a processor having a relationship with a loan originator fell in line so perfectly that it just makes everything better, and it's going wonderfully.
Good afternoon, UMortgage. This is Ben in Atlanta. Hope you're having a fantastic start to your week. And today I want to talk about tracking and the importance of tracking your business and what business activities are you doing daily that you need to track. Me personally, I use a Excel spreadsheet. Me and my assistant are in there all day, and we are tracking phone calls. We are tracking credit pulls. We are tracking pre-approvals. We are tracking applications, who goes under contract, who closes. We're tracking all this data every single day. And I've done this the past 5 years. So I have everything in one spot on that document because I want to be able to look at month over month, year over year data to make sure that I'm on target to meet my goals. So I look at this daily, weekly, monthly, yearly as a breakdown. Why is this important? As CEO of Ben Bell and my business, everything falls on me. Nobody's going to hold my hand, and I need to be accountable for my business. So that's why I track everything every single day, because I want to know what my conversion ratios are. How many of those pre-approvals are going under contract? How many credit pulls does it take for me to get a pre-approved buyer? All of this comes down to conversion, but it all starts with how many people are you talking to a day? I know exactly how many people I need to talk to today to get pre-approvals. I have the data to do that, okay? Is now a little tougher time to do so? Yes, it is, but don't let that slow down your momentum. As Todd and Eddie talked on the sales huddle on Monday, the rest of the year and through February is what I like to call separation season. This is where we can take our business to the next level while these other LOs are taking time off. But it all starts with tracking. Know your numbers. And, I track a large portion of my business. I need to know what my average credit score is, how much of my business is conventional versus government. I do all sorts of tracking. And if you want more details on that, reach out to me. I'm here to help you. And if you're part of Level Up Coaching, make sure you're using SalesScreen. SalesScreen is a great place to start. I'm just an old dog that doesn't want to learn new tricks. So that's why I'm sticking to Excel. But SalesScreen is great. Use it. Sam and Tyler have done a phenomenal job on that. So use it. If you want more information on how I do it, reach out. I'm here to help, and make sure you guys are getting on daily sales huddles every single day. There's so much knowledge in these groups that you have access to. Make it a great day.
Thank you, Ben Bell. You're not an old dog. You're just learning new ways. We appreciate you very much. And I second everything Ben said about, making sure we're attending daily sales huddle, utilizing SalesScreen, and a massive thank you to Sam Abazari and Tyler Hodgson for everything they've done to get Level Up Sales Coaching off the ground here over the last 120 days. So thank you, guys. We appreciate you. So a couple things here we want to hit on before we wrap up. Number one, Tuesday, November 28th, 3 p.m. Eastern time, we have a very special training. This is a partner training. Every single month we do this. So if you're not familiar with it, we do a partner training every month for our real estate partners. Any real estate agent that's in our database that's been a buyer or seller's agent, we invite them through you on behalf of the company to be part of this training. Now, we're not soliciting them, we're educating, we're focused on training. And the whole goal here is we're bringing 2 of the very best VA loan officers in the entire country. The number 1 LO in the country, I believe Jay's in the top 30 in the country. But these are 2 of the best in the business. These are 2 veterans and 2 of the best loan officers from a production standpoint in the industry. And they're going to focus this training on making sure they set our real estate agent partners up for success when they're serving a veteran borrower. A lot of misconceptions out there, a lot of faulty information as far as borrowers are 100% financing and what the difficulty of these loans are and what the level of performance of these loans are. And they're going to clear up all those, but also really make sure that our agents understand why they should be running towards veterans and serving them as future home buyers, but also embracing our process and our experience and our standard of excellence when serving veterans. So this is going to be an incredible session, high value. I strongly encourage all of you to attend. Make sure our real estate agent partners attend, and to be honest with you, invite other people from other companies to attend. Hey, loan officer from another company wants to attend. Again, create strong communities is one of our core values. This is all about value. This is all about bringing 2 of the best in the business to help educate consumers, help educate real estate agents to better serve consumers and veteran consumers at that. So next Tuesday, the 28th, look forward to seeing everybody there. Last thing, happy Thanksgiving. Sent the message this morning to everybody. Just want to say, we appreciate you. We appreciate everything that you do to help UMortgage get better every single day. It's been, in many ways, an unbelievable year. Last year we did $900 million in volume. This year we're on pace to do $2.1 billion. There's not too many companies in the mortgage industry that can say that they grew by 125, 150% year over year. We're going to finish the year with a plus 94 net promoter score. That's the highest in the mortgage industry, okay? We're in a position where we are currently growing and adding the very best, the highest quality loan originators that we've ever added to our company. We're in a position right now where we have some of the best leaders that we've ever had come to our company. You just heard from Charri, amazing leadership, high quality people, high caliber, high integrity people leading our operations team. So we're getting better. And while the landscape and the environment might say it's been a tough year, and we know we've all worked really hard and had to overcome the challenges of high interest rate, the challenges of low inventory, the objections from buyers that might be willing to buy but are scared of what's going on in the housing market. We've still grown. We've still gotten better. Whether we've grown our production, whether we've gotten better as an individual contributor or loan originator, whether we've built better relationships, whether we've built a better relationship with our operations team, whether we figured out our own internal processes and are now executing at a higher level, whatever the better is that's relative to us, we've gotten better. And 2023 is a great year. 2023 was a growth year. And at the end of the day, we're going to go into 2024 with a lot of gratitude, a lot of appreciation for what we've accomplished and how much more we have in front of us. So thank you. Have an amazing Thanksgiving with your family and look forward to seeing everybody here throughout the week. Have a great day and talk to you soon.